Dyad is a hard game to describe. As you can clearly see, it's visually stunning, but it also seems abstract, complicated, and even aimless. But it's really none of those things. At its essence, Dyad is a puzzle game. But that's oversimplifying it because it's also part shooter. You can even make the case that it has some music game DNA in it too. But above all else, Dyad is something unique, and this PlayStation Network exclusive is bound to turn a lot of heads with its artistic approach to gameplay. Vividly colored and fluidly animated, your eyes will feast on Dyad. Its spacey, trippy visuals are accompanied by a low-key presentation outside of the actual game. It totes simple menus and contains a no-frills approach to its refined, minimalist navigation. Something tells me this is intentional, trying to catapult you into the meat of the experience right off the bat. Sound effects and music also play a major role in Dyad and will delight the ears. Subtle tones and shifts in the soundtrack give Dyad a multi-dimensional feel as songs pound out of your speakers or headphones. Dyad truly is an excellent example, not only of graphical and sonic fidelity individually, but how to artfully put them together to create something grander. Clearly influenced by the likes of the old-school arcade game Tempest and newer titles like Amplitude, Dyad manages to cut out its own unique little niche. Gameplay is fundamentally simple, requiring at most only 2 buttons and the use of either the left analog stick or the directional pad. As you shoot down this cylindrical portal, players will have to grapple onto or avoid various enemies and obstacles while executing any particular stage's demands. For instance, one stage might have you grapple onto pairs of light-colored orbs to increase your speed. Others might have you creating purple runways that thrust you even faster into the portal. Eventually, many of these elements combine to create more difficult scenarios for you to overcome. But as complicated as it sounds, Dyad does such a nice job of explaining itself that you'll rarely be at a loss as to what to do. You just might not be able to execute what you need to do on your first, second, or third try. Then again, mastering Dyad is another story entirely, because the game can be exceptionally difficult, especially if you're going for perfect ratings and trophies. You can actually beat the game in a couple of short hours if you wanted, skating by with 1-star ratings and earning no trophies as a result. But should you choose to test your patience and really get into Dyad, you'll find an experience that demands strategy and skilled gameplay. Its 26 stages build on one another in an expertly woven cadence, and the elements that are slowly introduced become more demanding as time goes on. If there's a problem with Dyad, it's that it seems more complicated than it is and can be very demanding when you understand it. Yet, Dyad is still an excellent game, a PSN exclusive absolutely drowning in both style and substance. When melded with its gameplay, Dyad's depth will give gamers plenty of bang for their buck, and with little things like leaderboards and bigger things like a full trophy roster, chances are you'll be back for plenty more. Just remember to blink once in a while. Dyad has a tendency to make you stare at the screen completely mesmerized. For more on Dyad and all things PlayStation Network, keep it tuned to IGN.com.